What's going on, guys? It's the Ecom boss, and in today's video I'll be teaching you guys Facebook ads and when to kill and scale your ad sets. So if you have a Shopify store, like a dropshipping store, whatever, and you want to make your Facebook ads, you're starting to make some sales, or you're not making sales at all, whatever it is, if you have Facebook ads running right now, or you're ever planning to run Facebook ads, watch this video because it's going to be about scaling. I will not only teach you guys when to kill and scale ad sets, but it's going to be about when to kill and scale ad sets, and it's also going to be a scaling video. Let's take a quick throwback to last time I did a video like this with incredible results up here. ROAS is on like 5.8, you know, like 6 on each campaign, which is insane. This thing right here, it's been running for 3 days. And if you guys like this video, make sure to drop a like on it and that you subscribe to my channel. I think it's time for us to just go into my computer. I'll throw up a Facebook ads manager, my own one, show you guys a couple of examples on when to kill and scale ad set scaling in general. I'm currently making an Ecom boss course. It's gonna be live on Saturday. We're gonna do a live stream at 4 p.m. Eastern time on my YouTube channel, so make sure you note that down. You want to get into the coaching program, message me on Instagram here. If you just want to follow me, that's also awesome. And let's get into my computer and I'll show you guys when to kill and scale ad sets. Okay guys, we're inside a campaign right now. This was for a healthcare type of product, and I'll be teaching you guys how to deal with your ad sets here. First of all, let's just sort it by results. This is not one of my best campaigns, but it is quite decent. I think we had some decent ROAS over here too. A 1 on 12, the average is 4. We got 6, 8. Yeah, it's not bad. It doesn't really matter if the ROAS is good or not, because we're just gonna be about, you know, when to kill and scale ad sets. So first of all, when you're going to make a decision like that, it's really important that you guys make sure you first of all check the budget of the ad, then also check the amount spent and the purchases to see if this ad set is profitable. In order for you guys to figure out when to kill and scale ad sets, you will have to know your break-even ROAS. So let's just pretend that my break-even ROAS is 1.9 on this product. I don't know what it is because this thing is old, right? But we're pretending my break-even ROAS is 1.9. That means if I'm under 1.9 on my ROAS right over here, I'm losing money. If I'm over 1.9, I'm profiting a little bit or a lot. So let's start judging the ad sets here. So we're running for 25 a day. We're going to start with a $10 a day testing ad sets right over here. So we have travel right here. You see it spent $26 and it made 1 sale, and that means it's been running for almost 3 days now because it's $10 a day and it's at 26. So we're pretending it's on, obviously, and it spent 26 and it generated 1 sale, and that's a 0.9 ROAS. So if my break-in ROAS is 1.9, I think it's time to cut travel. And we also see family 50. I wouldn't cut because it made 1 sale and it haven't even spent the budget. That's the thing to keep in mind too. You will probably say like, oh, this one is a $50 ad set, so I'm going to cut it because it's only made 1 sale and the ROAS is under my break even, but it hasn't even spent the whole budget. So it's really important that you guys, if you have a $50 ad set or 25 or whatever, don't kill that ad set before it spent the budget. Because if I were to look at the data right now, I would have seen that family, it's 0.84 into ROAS. That's not break even, that's losing money. We got to give it to the budget, guys, because this thing needs to optimize. So I wouldn't kill it before you spend 50. So once that's spent around 60, you know, 10% more than the budget, let's just say it spent 60, and if the ROAS is still the same, I will cut it. You can now see that this ad set, it's only 1 sale, but it hasn't spent a lot, so we just leave it running because it is over the 1.9 break-even ROAS. This one is a little bit under, but as long as it's over, I would just leave it running to make some money. One thing, guys, that I figured out when it comes to my ad sets that's not doing too well with the ROAS, and one thing I also have, you know, had a lot of troubles with in the past, is not letting an ad set that has lower than break-even ROAS make more money, or spend more money on it, because you should actually put more money into your ad sets, even though if they're doing a little bit bad, as long as you're not losing a lot. Because I had a lot of, you know, break-even ad sets, and when it comes to the ROAS or losing a little bit of money, that I just cut really quick. But sometimes you should just give the ad set another day, even though it's not performing too well, because everything could change overnight. So always make sure you guys give your ad sets a little bit of time. So this campaign is looking really promising. I would just leave the one running for another day because it is over the ROAS limit anyways, which is 1.9. So I think we're good. So when do you scale an ad set is something you guys probably have as a question. And I would say you have to scale an ad set when you have 3 sales in one ad set. This one, it doesn't sit at the highest ROAS. I'm pretty sure we got preventive healthcare here. Oh, it's actually 2.65, so it is decent. So when do you scale an ad set? Yeah, you scale it when it has 3 sales. You want an ad set to have 3 sales in it in order to scale. Because the thing is, guys, if an ad set only has, for example, 2 sales, that could be 2 lucky sales, but the chances of 3 sales just during testing phase of 48 hours, chance of that ad set making 3 sales based on only luck, that's really low. So what I would do with preventative healthcare here is a 3 sales. I'll duplicate it. You don't have to mess with any of these options. And then I would just go down down to the budget right down here, and I would just put it at $25 a day, and then I would publish it. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm obviously not going to publish it because this campaign isn't used anymore, so I'm going to discard the draft, but you just name it 25, and that's what you do, guys. You just increase the budget. So every time you see an ad set more than 3 sales, duplicate and increase the budget. Netflix right here, original ad set, it's running at $10 a day because we test with $10 a day. That means it's time for Netflix to go to 25 a day, so I'm going to duplicate Netflix as well, put it to 25 a day. You guys see up here, I actually took Netflix to 25 a day. So here we got both of the Netflix ad sets, and I'm going to see which one does the best. So you guys see that the duplicate is doing better than the original, which means often it is safe to just make a duplicate like this. So what we see here is Netflix just running at $10 a day down here, which is this one. Only has a ROAS of 1.9, which is my break even is 1.9. So it's 1.92. We'll leave it running a little bit longer. And the duplicate at 25 just gave Facebook more money. So they'll obviously optimize more too. They'll figure out a better audience because you feed Facebook more money. So this one is sitting at a higher ROAS just because you gave it more money. But so there is a huge difference for you guys when it comes to $50 ad sets and a $25 ad set. So like I said, when you have 3 sales in one ad set, you want to make sure that you duplicate your 3 sale ad set to $25 a day. That's if it's a $10 ad set with 3 sales. $50 ad set, however, it's not like you should get 6 sales and duplicate at 25 to 50. $50 ad set, I usually keep mine, this is my strategy. I usually don't put $50 ad sets into the game before the ad set has like 10 to 20 sales. So honestly, just rely on $25 ad sets. And what I do a lot is like, instead of making a new $50 ad set, I might as well just, you know, make an extra 25. So I might have 2 Netflix 25s instead of 1 at 50. 25s usually just do way better. Here we got the interest heart is sitting at a $3 cost per purchase. Not bad at all. This is a $10 heart. So what do you guys think I did with it? Well, we're gonna see. Yeah, we put it to 25. And the 25 actually did really bad. No, it only spent 5. So this is not mine. I was working with a partner of mine, but I've helped him run the ads, but I don't know why he cut it. So this ad set was cut at $5. I don't know why. Maybe the ad account got banned or something, but that's super stupid, right? So the heart 25. So since heart up here has a ROAS of 7, it could be likely that the heart that was cut down here at $5 a day, at $5 spent cut, it's likely that that ad set could actually have a 10 ROAS, because usually the ROAS will be higher on that ad set compared to the one that's running at $10 a day. So it was a super big mistake of the guy I was working with to cut this ad set at 5. Shouldn't have done that at all. This is super important, guys. You don't want to cut your ad sets before it spent the budget. If you're running a $10 a day ad set, you got to be able to afford it. Let it spend 15. So my rule is like, if I have a $10 ad set, I'm cutting it at 15 or 20. If I have a $25 ad set, I cut it at 30, 35. $50 ad set, I usually just cut it 50, because no point really running it anymore. So talking about CBOs as well, guys, because I know a lot of you guys probably have a question about that. Do you kill and scale ad sets in the CBO? Simple answer is going to be no. Make sure you guys drop a like and subscribe to my channel. I appreciate all of you guys, but just please subscribe and like. In the CBO, you don't cut things. You don't, change stuff. If you're going to mess with anything inside of the CBO, you duplicate it and you make a new CBO. I do not turn things up. Keep in mind, it's my strategy. CBO, I would never turn anything off. I would just make a new one. So we can see inside of my computer right here. If we go back here, we pull up the 9-figure CBO right here. And this one is obviously turned off. We can see a little bit on the ROAS here. So medicine is doing bad. It's running at $200 a day. So if I were to change the medicine, just get it out of the game instead of just turning it off, I would duplicate these 3 into a new campaign and just shut this one off, for example. Let the new campaign get some money first before you shut off your current one, though, because then we're rid of medicine. We don't just turn it off inside of here. We make a new CBO and just get rid of what we don't like. Super important tip right there, guys. And obviously, if you're testing, you get 0 sales, as you guys can see down here. Cholesterol, for example, I think you guys know what this product is by now. It spent $15 with not a sale, so it should get a sale after spending like $12. So I think it's like around time to cut this, so I cut that one as well. This one, I don't know why it's right here without anything spent. Is quite weird. Personal care as well, it spent 19 or almost 20 without a sale, so we might as well cut that one as well. One thing that I also would do in a campaign like this is to split test one thing. So I will now take family right here, I'll duplicate it, and I'll show you guys a little bit of a secret right down here. So if you go here, we see detailed targeting expansion on. I would always use this button, always leave it checked. But what I would do in this case, guys, is I would make another family ad set like I'm doing now, just turning it off and publishing it. So I'm not going to do that for the sake of this video, though. But you want to have one family you guys can see it here. One family with detailed targeting off, and you want to have one family, another one where you want to have detailed targeting on. Should we take a look at both of these ones real quick here? So the family with detailed targeting off is at a 6 ROAS, and the family with it on is actually at a 5 ROAS. That's a little bit weird because when I tested it, it was not really looking like that. So the game has totally changed, looks like. But from what I can say, I know the data doesn't show it really because it looks worse down here. But usually actually having the detailed targeting on is good. Like I say, quite ironic because it doesn't show here. But when I tested it the first couple of days, because this was a couple of months back, I think 2 or 3 months back, when I tested it then, the detailed targeting button left on was actually the best option I ever had for that one. So that's a really good tip. Always, guys, also make sure you find interest that's related but not super related. This is a huge tip. So if you sell a yoga product, try targeting workout. If you sell a skincare product, target spa, for example, because people that care about their skin, care about everything, trying to have a soft skin and everything, they probably care about massage too. It's like thinking a little bit outside the box. Who's likely to do this and that? I know this is a scaling video, but when do you kill ads? First of all, guys, there's not really a point killing ads because you guys can see down here, Facebook doesn't spend money, and you see it's rejected, but that doesn't make sense because you guys see it sell. So don't worry about this old campaign, right? So you see, it's no point really cutting ads unless they obviously cause a problem like getting banned and stuff, because if Facebook spends money on what's working. So it spent $18 here, and on the ones that's called copy, they barely spend anything. So it would be quite pointless to just mess with a campaign, mess with optimization just by cutting some stuff here. Because, I mean, Facebook already just spends money on what works, and they will not spend money on what doesn't work. So that's also the thing to keep in mind, guys. Facebook is broad right now, so I wouldn't really mess with too much. It's vertical. You just, double budgets. You duplicate double budgets, everything like that. But that's basically how to sort of kill and scale ad sets. And make sure you guys remember my CBO tip here of not changing stuff inside of that one, rather make a new one. So if you're dropshipping high ticket, you could actually scale an ad set when you made its first 2 sales. That means you can increase the budget after 2 sales, but that's if the product costs like over $80 to $100. Let me explain to you guys really quick how the vertical scaling should be. If you run a $5 ad set, which you shouldn't do anymore, but if you run a $5 ad set, you're going to increase the budget to $10. Always make a duplicate. Running a $10 ad set, increase it to $25. You're running a $25, increase to $50. Usually you shouldn't do more than $50 because after $50 you usually just do CBOs, and that's basically how you guys kill and scale ad sets. So if you guys found this video helpful, if you did, remember to go down and press a like on it. Please drop a like and make sure you subscribe to my channel. Hope you guys are hyped for the course, and that's gonna be it, guys. See me in the next video.